Hey guys, Jen here, and I wanted to deliver to you the first training in this Marketing Mojo group, the 3 home business markets. Now I'm going to do this in a training format and instead of a live webinar because I'm late getting this content to you, and rather than schedule a webinar, I wanted to just get this out there. And I also wanted to show you and use this as an example of sometimes things come up in our home business and we need to sort of pivot and move in a different direction, then pivot back, and we just need to get past the obstacles and still get things done. So while I'm showing you this concept here of the 3 markets, I want to also show you how to build your business in very simple and effective ways because I have limited time. I'm a stay-at-home mom of 4 kids. We had kids getting out of school, graduations, a couple of sick days, camps. So I have to really use my time wisely and really learn how to manage myself. So I have things that I do every day in my business, even though you may not see them, and I'm going to go over that in future trainings. But for today, I wanted to show you, here's a simple training that I'm doing with a program called Screencast-O-Matic. It's free. So I'm also showing you things that if you're new and you're on a budget, I'm going to show you how to do this stuff. It's a software for Mac computers. The Windows PC version is called Camtasia, and this is a PowerPoint presentation. You can actually have your picture also with this. Sometimes I do that in the lower right hand corner. You can have your picture so they can see you talking, but for this purpose I want the attention on the slides, so I'm going to leave my image off for this. And so this is, I've seen people do PowerPoint presentations like this and do pictures and fancy backgrounds and things, but for this purpose, because I want to get the content out to you quickly, just simple is absolutely fine. Don't worry about being fancy. My mentor says you don't have to get it right, you just have to get it going. So this is very, very simple PowerPoint stuff. So let's get on with it and right to it with the 3 home business markets that when you start a home business, these are the folks that you have to work with. And you may have heard a little bit of this if you're working with an MLM or a network marketing company right now. They may have introduced these concepts to you, but I'm going to hopefully bring them to you in a different way. So this is the hot market is your first market. These are people that are your family, your close friends. They know you well, they love you, they know your life story, and they love you so much they don't entirely trust this whole entrepreneur, successful business owner type of project that you're getting into. You know, they're the ones that are going to say, oh, you're in one of those things, those pyramid schemes and get rich quick schemes, and they'll laugh with each other behind your back a little bit, and they'll say, I can't believe she or he is doing that. They remember what you did when you were a teenager or in college or whatever it is, and they're just having trouble picturing this. Now, it's all with good intentions. They love you. They want to protect you and just, you know, keep your best interests in mind, but not the ones that are probably going to fire you up. And they are the folks that I call the Girl Scout cookie method people. And I'm going to explain this more in the next slide. So let's think about this. The purpose of your hot market is to help you. So they're there to, first and foremost, create your story. So when you first start, some people don't know how to begin. They really are so anxious to get some results, and they see other people progressing and they want to get there, and they get overwhelmed and confused. Really, the best way to do it is go to your hot market. If you see people who are in a company and they seem to rank advance really quickly after they start, or the ones who achieve that fast start program that some companies have, it's because they have a very, you know, they approached their warm market and they had a responsive hot market. I'm sorry, hot market, not warm market. So back to the Girl Scout cookie. When you buy Girl Scout cookies, probably many of you have, I know I have, if you think about it, they're not really the best cookies out there. They're not the best quality, they're not the best tasting, they're just probably on average with your basic Chips Ahoy, right? And they're probably even a little pricey for what you get. I swear they're getting smaller and smaller these days. But you buy them anyway, and you buy them by the case and the boxes, and they sell millions of them each year. Why? Because a little girl comes to your door who's absolutely adorable in her uniform, and you just look into her eyes and she asks you for the sale and asks you to help her, and you want to help her. You have an emotional attachment to helping her out, to helping the cause of the Girl Scouts. It's a very noble cause, to helping her win a trip or win, you know, whatever it is, a badge or a contest. You want to help out. And if it's a family member, even more so. or maybe even the daughter or a relative of one of your friends. Even if you've already bought cookies, you're buying them again if one of your friends approaches you and says her daughter is selling them, because you want to help. So that's what they're there to do, is to help you create that story. I've heard statistics that 80% of hot market will purchase your products or services, and 30 or 40% will stay on the auto ship. So, they're not really the people who are going to join you in your business, not your business partners. They're going to help you, even if they think you're out of your mind. They want to help you. So they're the ones that you go and say, Mom or Aunt Sally or your sister, your brother, I've started this new business. I'm super excited about it. I'm wondering if you'd help me get off the ground by buying some of these products. Try it for 30 days. Let me know if you like it, and I really, really want your feedback. So what that does is, when they do this, you are earning your investment back, right away, probably within the first week. And you're even going into profit. And this is what my mentor teaches us, is really to get into profit mode as quickly as possible, because then you have that story. While you're building a story, if you're, say, in a weight loss or nutrition company, you're taking the products and you're building that story, you have a story to tell. And when you have a story to tell, your confidence goes up, because that's what you want to teach your team to do, is to duplicate and really go ahead and get into profit themselves right away. And this is how you teach them the hot market method. They're helping you create that story of getting into profit quickly, or getting some product results quickly. Maybe your aunt takes the products and all of a sudden she notices her wrinkles have improved, or she's feeling better, maybe more energy. You want those stories from other people as well as for yourself. They're also your first naysayers. So they're the ones that think you're nuts, and they're going to tell you so because they're trying to protect you. And to me, that's just building your immunity for future naysayers, because as we build our business, you come across the haters and the people who doubt you. But now, your family and your hot market are the ones who just prepare you for that. So appreciate that they're there to do that. And they build your belief. They build your belief in your products. They build your belief in the way that the industry, because you're building and you're earning money. And they're building their own belief by watching you succeed and by taking your products and getting their own results. So it's a great way to build that belief right out of the gate. Most importantly, though, and this is my favorite, is they're there for practice. They're there for you to practice on. They're the ones who are going to watch your videos and read your emails and listen to your story, listen to your business opportunity, or listen to your product story, even when you stink at first. Everybody comes into it and they kind of stink. There's a saying that I heard at a training seminar once, and it said, every master was once a disaster. And this is where everybody has to start somewhere. So it might as well be with your closest friends and family that you practice speaking to them, because the top earners did just that. The only difference between you and them is because they have talked to many, 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 many more people than you have, and they have really honed those skills. So practice with your hot market. The second group of folks is your warm market. These are acquaintances. These are people you know but you're not close to, like your coworkers, other moms at school, maybe the teachers of your children, people you've done business with, like your accountant, your hairdresser, your massage therapist, your manicurist, people who have heard of you maybe on social media. They're familiar with what you do, but they don't know you personally. And what is the purpose of that warm market? Well, these are the people that you want to build relationships with over time. Because people who buy from you repeatedly, they know, like, and trust you. You've probably heard that before. The know, like, and trust factor. So, and this is not necessarily your hot market. Your warm market is really your gold and your treasure. And this is where you start building a list. And if you're not familiar with the concept of list building, I will go over this in future webinars. It's very, very important. And this is why it's so important to brand yourself rather than your company, because your warm market are the ones who are going to follow you wherever you may go. If for some reason you go to a different company, if you do launch one of your own products, or if you do have a new product or service, an affiliate product to offer, because you've taken the time to build that relationship, they know that you have their best interest in mind. They connect with you. They're attracted to you because they know that what you have to offer will help them out. So they're your raving fans. And they're the ones that will purchase from you over and over again, creating that long-term residual income. Do you ever notice that some leaders will walk into a new company and it seems like they've reached the top rank within a month or two or within 90 days? It's because of this right here. It's their warm market. They have taken the time to carefully and methodically build that warm market of people who are willing to just follow them wherever they go. They're seeing you as that authority in your niche. You're the one that's going to be able to help them with whatever their pain is or their problem is. They'll be both your retail customers, and many of them will become your business partners, and some of them will even become your rock stars. So this is your tribe, baby. This is your tribe. So you want to really focus on building that warm market. Just again, no, this is not always, I think, shared by the network marketing companies. This is really your lifeblood. So we'll talk more about them and how to connect with them and communicate with them in further training. This is really important to know. Now we go to your cold market. So these are people you don't know. They have no idea who you are, and you don't know who they are. You meet them out and about, at stores and, or on the streets. Maybe you've purchased leads or traffic. Co-ops, maybe they are people who respond to paid ads. You do solo ads or social media ads, or they're people who find your content somehow on social media or online. And so what is the purpose of the cold market? Well, and this is how I like to think of it. They're really there to require you to constantly build and sharpen your skills, because your warm and hot market, they know, like, trust you, or they really love and care about you. So they're going to open your emails. They're going to look at your content, and they're going to listen to your conversations, even if you're not great, even if you're not, your copy kind of stinks and your videos are kind of rough. Cold market, you have to take a different approach. You really have to have those skills sharp, because if they're looking for somebody, they're specifically looking for somebody who can solve a problem that they have. They have some pain, they're looking to solve it, and if you don't have your skills down, you've lost them. They have a short attention span, and they're really looking for experts, and if you somehow come across as not an expert, you've lost them. So this is where you really want to build that relationship. The idea would be for them to become part of your warm market through that list building again. And there are ways to list build with cold market folks as opposed to warm, but that's another thing we can go over later. But remember, these aren't just leads. What I really want to make clear is they're not just leads, they're people. They're people who have a problem and they are looking for help. So it's really the importance of that relationship building. And they may purchase from you right away. Sometimes you might get a sale or a team member, but unless you build that relationship, they're not going to stay with you for the long term. So learn how to build a relationship. It's key to your success. Learn how to ask good questions, quality questions, put out relevant content that is clean and concise, and be able to listen. So the goal is to determine if they're a fit for you, if you're a fit for them, and that will be coming through, again, the list building process and the communication and follow-up process, which we'll go over later. So this is the end of the presentation, my friends. I hope that, and there it is, my blank slide. But I wanted to say thank you for listening to this. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, I would love it if you would share this group with your friends, invite them to the group, or have them request access. And I'd love to have them join in. We'll post this in the group so they can see it. Where we're going to do now, what is next, is determining now your target market. That warm market is your target market, your tribe. So there's a way, you really need to get a clear picture of who that is and how to speak to them. So the next training is going to be on how to determine that target market. And then future trainings is how to speak with them. So once again, I'm Jen Rapanian. I appreciate your time watching this training, and I will see you guys on the next video.